broadcast this out. They wouldn't let me do it on Facebook today. Some odd reason. Wouldn't let me do it on Facebook today. Some odd reason. Let me do it on Facebook today. Start this recording. So if anybody will join. Once again, we back again with another video, man. This is PipsOverPast here, junior trader at King Visions Forex. Let me close this out real quick. Yes, sir. One moment. Close out the recording. Yes, junior trader here at King Visions Forex. Just wanted to hop on and kind of show you guys some of the trades we're currently in, and we're gonna hit a midweek review. Beginning of the week, if you guys caught our weekly preview, we were taking a look at a lot of the JPYs, and we were taking a look at some of the CAD weakness. We'll pull that up real quick. Let's see, where were we? Look at GBP CAD. And welcome, Christopher, Miss Viral. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, GBP CAD has been playing to our expectations. Okay, we were looking for GBP CAD to have some continued strength. We got just that. Been getting a nice push up. Let me see when the market opened. What day was that? Sunday. So today is Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what today is. Yes, Tuesday. So Sunday. So this is Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. Sunday we were around this area. We called out for bullish momentum. Got a nice big run. We're currently 736. We were up about 150, 200 pips. Got a nice pullback on some CAD strength. Pull the market back, but now we're going back in our trend. So we're looking for this to continue up to the upside. Target, as you guys see, 180 swing trade. So this is a long-term trade. Let me know. Can anybody listening? Can you guys hear me? Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I appreciate it, boss. So yeah, we did catch a nice trade with this GCAD. Expecting bullish momentum coming from fundamental aspects of CAD being weak are all commodity currencies. A lot of times when we're looking at CAD pairs, we like to pair that with the oil prices. So if we see oil on a tangent or it's been on a downswing, we're going to know that most commodity currencies are going to be weighted by that and going to be pushing down as well. So we got a nice trade here, kind of some indecision currently today. Investors were optimistic, so we got a big push of buying in some of these higher yielding currencies, which would be like AUD, NZD, the CAD. But long term, we're still looking for this to push up. So we're holding this trade currently up about 60, 70 pips from a high of about 150, 200 pips. So that was GCAD. Looking at USD CAD, same type of scenario. We're expecting a bullish momentum. We did get a nice bullish push. Same thing here from 139. I want to say 139.90 was our entry. Pushed up to around 143. So we had about right about 300 pips. Got a nice pullback this morning. NYSE open or the stock exchange open and pushed it down. As far as technicals, what we're looking at is we're just following the trend right now. We had a nice big push over the last week with all the virus wreaking havoc in the market. Came back with a good correction. Market always does that. Nothing goes straight up. Nice correction. Look for this to continue push back up. We have our first target. It's probably going to be around this 145 area. Now, let me do this for us real quick. I'll show you guys some technicals. Technically speaking, let me find something simple. Let's see. Let's do this here. It's not what I wanted. We'll go here. Let's get rid of some of all this Christmas tree and lights on the screen. Get rid of a lot of this. Like to keep it simple over here. We're basically trading price action. Sometimes we throw in overlays, things like Bollinger Bands, give us a kind of direction. If you see price came back, retraced right to the 20-day moving average, got a nice bounce, nice big push, about 300 pips, gave back some of that, but we're still holding this trade. Currently probably up about 100 or so pips, looking to run this thing up, continue. So we stayed within the CADs this week. We had GCAD first, UCAD, both of them are playing out. We're gonna look at our oddball here, which will take us into our JPYs. CAD JPY, we're looking for the downside or for the Japanese yen to strengthen based on some news factors. We got technically, we had the price push up and retrace, which of course nothing goes down. We had a nice little correction for a few days last week. Actually, probably about a couple weeks of correction since we first entered this rally. We initial entry was way up here. Nice, good swing trade. Gave back a few pips. Came back around to the 20-day moving average. Dropped back down and it's tanking again. We did have that cash strength within the last hour. So we got to another point that we wanted to enter the market at. But with the stock exchange opening and pushed up. So I'm looking for Asian to go ahead and finish and continue out this downtrend, put us back in pretty deep profit. So that's going to be that. We were also looking at UJ for another selling opportunity. We're currently at our prime entry. We did enter in a little earlier. We got a nice little pull down, putting us back in profit. Have some zones here highlighted. We were in the channel, broke down the channel, came back up on some USD strength. Very nice uptrend. We caught this downtrend, stayed away from the uptrend on USD strength or safe haven effect. Caught this high up here and came. It's been rolling down. Um, we were looking for the rallies to be selling opportunities, so we got us a nice selling opportunity here and got in. We entered on a round number. So these are some of the techniques that we use. We keep it simple. A couple of things we're looking at. So the round number broke. We got into the trade. We're holding this trade currently. Looking for a good, nice amount of pips. First take profit will be 105. I'll go ahead and spill the beans on this trade. Nice. We're looking for that par level. Looking to get all the way down to about 100. So we'll take a look here and we'll be monitoring this trade. Now that we entered the trade, we're no longer traders. We're just managing our positions and letting these things accumulate or ride. We were looking at Euro GBP, looking for the downtrend. We got a nice move. Same thing. Keeping it simple. We had a pushed up retrace to the 20-day moving average. From there, broke down. We've been riding this thing ever since. Another trade that we wasn't able to take advantage of in the group. A few of these trades I didn't call out. The market's been kind of volatile, kind of slow. Today we picked up our progress and sent a few alerts to the group. But this GBP Swedish Chrono, we were looking for it to do what it did. We gave us a nice push on Sunday, came back and took pretty much most of those profits. But if you see where it stopped at again, the 20-day moving average, push back up. We're in a nice profit on a larger account with this exotic trade. I didn't know that it only lets you trade a standard lot, so I wasn't able to send this signal. But nice trade nonetheless. Next thing we'll jump into real quick is going to be another JPY. We've been in and out of EJ. It's been a great trade for us. Excuse the chart. I do need to clean the chart. This has been weeks worth of following of tracking price. We were waiting for this to kind of settle. Got up into this 121 round number. Didn't feel like it was going to break. So we actually caught that back down, and we wrote that all the way down. We got an entry in right here. We're looking for a pullback to sell. Got us a nice drop. Been running for a nice amount of pips. 121. We're up right now, probably about 150 pips. Like it's going to continue, and we also got a spot for another entry. So we're going to be looking to re-enter this market, probably about the 117.80-ish level. We'll look to get back in, continue to ride this thing short. Short-term targets is 116. I keep my members group with our long-term swing targets because we see this thing dropping heavy. Fundamentally, Euro is kind of in a haywire right now. Coronavirus wreaking havoc. A couple of other things going on fundamentally with trade. So we're looking for the euro to continue weak. Of course, JPY, the number one safe haven currency. So investors are going to be flooding as this virus thing plays out. So those are some of the pairs we're looking at. Kind of the update for the week. We also did have a Swiss franc trade that I didn't get the call out. So we're still monitoring this, and we're gonna look for a break here of this zone. Technically, we have a nice structure play. We had our higher highs, lower high, higher low. Lower low came in, then we had another higher low, and we look for this thing to potentially create another lower low. We could get a little bounce back here, pushback, creating another higher low, drop all the way down, giving us that new lower low. So those are some trades that we're looking at today. We're kind of monitoring our positions right now. We may add a little bit. We may, take some profit off the table. Took a couple of trades off the table, secure a little bit of profit. But we're just going to ride this thing out and continue to push and enjoy some of this volatility we're experiencing. Um, One thing I can leave you guys with is trade safe. Risk management is going to be your best friend. We haven't been seeing volatility like this since 2008. The recession, previous recession, and technically or economically, we're starting to like we're heading to a downturn. Or we've been heading to the downturn, but the virus sped that up. So we're borderline recession. I don't want to say the R word, but you guys trade safe, buckle up, pay attention to your finances right now. Stay safe, wash your hands. Um, so I'll leave you guys with this last trade. It'll be a whopper. It's a indicacy. I know some of us are building our accounts, but XPX 500 is a low weighted. It's not as bad as you would say like the US 30s or the NASDAQs. You guys can get a good trade off of this. As long as we catch a good entry using your analysis, it's not too heavy on your account. So you can be looking to risk, somewhere around 10, maybe $15 for a trade, or even less, depending on your entry, and get some nice returns here. What we're seeing is I'm pulling out and I'm looking. It is a potential bull trap. So if we look at the previous, and I won't go too deep into technicals here, but if we look at the previous bull run here, we have a nice trend started. We've snapped that trend. Of course, price does like to go back and retest those areas of breaks. So we got a nice pullback, which is shaping out to look kind of like a bull trap. We have a nice V snapback, but look, we're halting. We're halting significantly. So we did catch this nice trade pretty much from up here at the top. Been riding this thing down. We're just kind of riding the wave. We're looking for this thing to continue to snap down, give us a nice trade continuing downward. Um, I don't want to give exact levels, but we're looking for, unfortunately, I don't see the stimulus. I don't see any type of stimulus or any type of pumping that the Feds can do that can kind of stop this downtrend. We're going to need a cure. Nothing really economical or nothing as far as the stimulus can typically stop this momentum train due to it is a health problem. It's not nothing that money can really solve, on top of the fact that we're heading for an economic downturn. So this sped it up. But yeah, that'll be my midweek preview. I appreciate everybody coming in, tuning in. You guys can find us online at King Visions Forex, also online on Facebook at PipsOverPast. PipsOverPast. It'll be at PipsOverPast as all forms of social media, Facebook, Instagram, anything like that. But I appreciate you guys' time. You have a great day, and thank you for tuning in. Oh, and lastly, stay safe. Take care.